Okay. Now I'm turning on my phone to show what today's date is, 7:25 a.m., Monday, June 11th. My name is Leslie Williams, and I'm getting ready to head out to start walking towards Harrassemnt trolley station. And I'm going to be using a shopping cart in two separate 6-minute walking segments. Now, if I'm harassed by any law enforcement department in reference to me using a cart, or any security staff from Harrassemnt Center, it will be the direct concerted effort, literally, of this organized stalking expedition. Because what they try to do is harass you through any way they can. Electronic harassment, remote neural monitoring, organized stalkers, and when they see that a target is not breaking down from these types of harassments, the sensitization tactics and the harassment and the tag teaming staged through theaters that they bring along towards you along all your routes, when they see you're not breaking down from that while exposing them online, okay, what they'll try to do is use any type of legitimate appearing reason to harass you, and that includes in reference to me using a shopping cart to walk for two separate 6-minute walking segments. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm literally subject to organized stalking along my walking routes, my trolley routes, Green Line Trolley, either to SDSU or to Old Town, where I usually, I only go there to catch the UCSD bus or to connect with the bus 28 to go do my laundry. Or go to the bank or post office. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm in San Diego, California. Today's date is June 11, 2012, and the time is right now 7:27 a.m. and I'm getting ready to leave to start my day. And I'm going to make this video file, this video file pertains for at least the next 14 days, effective today, because I don't know when they're going to shut down this video camera that I'm shaking right now. They shut down one that's the same exact one as that I'm using right now. I just made a video file stating what they did with my video camera yesterday morning. I had to go replace it at Best Buy, and I'm using the one that I got from Best Buy yesterday. So since I don't know when they're going to pull the same scenario next with my video camera, look in the YouTube video, look in the comments feature of this one. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about, because I just got done making a video. Just trust me, look at it, and you'll understand fully what I'm saying. So since they did what they did yesterday morning with my video camera, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this particular video file, and every statement that I'm making in it pertains to at least the next 14 calendar days. If I am harassed or any incident or of any kind, whether it be an incident, an accusation, flat-out harassment, mild harassment, theft, robbery, assault, anything happens about me, concerning me, around me, towards me, or against me, along any of my routes, business routes, restaurant routes, bank routes, post office routes, trolley stations, bus stops, bus routes, any place I go, and 100% includes UCSD, any building I'm at UCSD, any bus stop I'm standing at, any building, restaurant, libraries, it doesn't matter, walking back and forth to these places where I go to heat up my food at, any trolley route, any bus route, any trolley station, any trolley route, any walking route to trolley stations or back from them. Any harassment at all concerning me, about me, towards me, around me, or against me, including an incident, an accusation, an assault, a threat. It doesn't matter if these incidences, they're called street theaters in organized stalking circles. It doesn't matter if these incidences have witnesses or not, or who's used in the the incident or as a witness, including 100% the business community. I'm subjected to organized stalking, physical gestures, and direct conversation tactics by Burger King employees, Rouse employees, and CBS employees over at Harrassemnt Center. Okay. And since the general public doesn't know what they have me sensitized to, they can be around me when I'm in one of these businesses, and while I'm experiencing these sensitization tactics, the average customer that's in there just shopping doesn't know that these things are happening towards me. Okay, I've already made videos about what type of sensitization tactics they're using. Lately, they've been using the pointing tactic. Okay, as I'm entering a business, or as I'm leaving it, or as I'm approaching a checkout lane, or as I'm now they're just basically also doing it in the aisles that I go to. They have conversations with each other, and when I'm approaching the end of an aisle, they'll be standing at the end of the aisle and be pointing at something, like they're just pointing at something and talking about it. It's not. This is supposed to represent a penis, okay? Because this is attached to human trafficking rings. Understand this and be clear. I know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? And if you do your research, just go to Google and type in organized stalking and finger pointing. organized stalking hands to face, organized stalking hands to nose, organized stalking hands to mouth, organized stalking adjusting your glasses, organized stalking taking off your hat and stroking your hair back, organized stalking and tapping the top of your head, organized stalking in the statement, "Oh my God," organized stalking in direct conversation tactics. See, now, the people that are around me, when I'm experiencing these sensitization tactics, the average citizen doesn't know about these tactics, but what they do is sensitize targets to these physical gestures and direct conversation statements. Their phrases, commentaries, and what they do is they insert these types of statements and phrases in conversations they have with each other or in a conversation they're pretending to have on their cell phone. And this in turn makes targets feel stalked because they got to know where you're at in order to be able to subject the targets to these physical gestures and direct conversation tactics. This in turn not only makes them feel stalked, but it also makes them feel harassed as a result because the target is 100% aware that what is going on is being done deliberately, okay? And they also use people that look threatening or can be deemed as a threat as a result of the target witnessing the type of people they're using. Gangster-looking guys, punks that got tattoos all over them, punks that get along their path and act crazy. Yeah, they're using homeless people as well. Yeah, because homeless people are harder to trace after the fact if an incident occurs. My name is Leslie Williams. I literally experience these physical gestures from the business community, from the biomedical library staff over at UCSD, from people that come and sit down next to me while I'm in the library, when I'm walking along my routes, because through the stalking, they see I'm getting up and gathering my things to go to a different place on campus. And so what they do is get on their cell phones and communicate through computers to have the other individuals they're connected to that have got on the on board on this campaign to literally stand along my routes as I'm walking through the library door to leave to go to a place to go heat up food. They'll have them standing out right side of the door or right side of the biomedical library door, and then along my routes because they've gotten accustomed to what my regular routines are on that campus now in reference to leaving the library and going to heat something up, or if they see me getting up to go to the bathroom. Okay, because these freaks are nothing but people who have been literally briefed in the morning about who I am. A cell phone picture is shared of me to the people they use. They take notice of who I am, okay? They're told when to be along my route when I'm getting up to do something, and that's ascertained through at least three methods: remote neural monitoring, individuals sitting around you watching when you get up, and then they communicate through cell phones and on the computer, yeah, and GPS tracking of your cell phone. My name is Leslie Williams. I make these videos today to brief the American public and San Diegans about what's happening towards me in San Diego, California along all of my routes, okay? And they see that I'm not breaking down from this harassment because the whole goal is to break you down mentally through the duress that you, because every time you experience these physical gestures and direct conversation tactics, you have a mental response on top of the emotional response you feel, okay, about being stalked and about being harassed in these ways by people you don't know. And some of these people, they deliberately put along your path that would make anybody feel threatened if somebody who looks threatening is doing these things towards you, somebody you don't know. Because remember, you feel stalked because they got to know where you're at along your route in order to be there to do it. And so you think to yourself, why is this guy who's got tattoos all over him, yeah, that looks, he's big, you know, 200-pound guy, he's got tattoos all over him, he's punked out talking to a guy that looks the same way while he's engaging in a physical gesture, who gets on the trolley and sits right next to you because he knows who you are, because they've given you the targets, they've been given a picture of the target, okay? And they basically just they've been given a picture and it's been transmitted over the cell phone, so they know who the target is. That's why they're put on the trolley and along the target's route, to make them feel threatened, stalked, and harassed as a result. And this is what I put up with every single day. My emails are also being intercepted at UCSD and SDSU for help. Every single place that I have contacted for help since I have been in San Diego since August 8, 2011, not one has been answered. Not one. I'm in San Diego, California. If anything happens about me, concerning me, around me, towards me, or against me along any of my routes, including this location, including any harassment by the San Diego Police, California Highway Patrol, Sheriff's Department, or any law enforcement agency connected to the state of California. It will be the direct concerted effort of this organized stalking expedition, and it does not matter who they use as a buffer between me and the police, because they staged incidences along your routes, including at this place, by getting somebody to walk by this place and say they heard me or saw me here, and they didn't think it was right. I was here. I'm here. They'll use, in other words, they use a buffer, so police involvement is not transparent. So plausible deniability can be attached to the reason why the police approach you. Yeah. It's all about documenting that targets this and targets that for eventual containment for exploitation. Financial exploitation, my monthly Social Security check, my Medicare, and sexual exploitation in an organized crime syndicated run group home. That's why I'm targeted to begin with. They go after the elderly, single women, single mothers, people on disability. They're into all types of racketeering, human trafficking, sexual servitude rings. My name is Leslie Williams. Go to YouTube and type in the Informer Report, Leslie Williams Organized Stalking. There's two videos on file right now under those titles that you can look. And I want you to understand another thing too. The latest one that was made by Organized Stalking 3 that was uploaded on the internet, the title of it even shows May 3rd, 2012. It was made over at UCSD, about UCSD, and they staged a big street theater to ban me from their library on May 21st, not even 3 hours after it was predicted in a video file and uploaded to YouTube. Yeah. The video file was predicted at 7 o'clock. It was uploaded at 10 o'clock, and they came and evicted me at 11:35 p.m. I got to go. Today's date is June 11th, 2012. If I'm harassed by any law enforcement personnel in reference to me using a shopping cart in 2 separate 6-minute walk-me segments, it'll be their way of just saying, hey, look, we can do this and get away with it because you shouldn't be using one. Well, what's the likelihood of them coming across my path in 2 separate 6-minute walking segments, especially after I predicted? And not only that, when I use a shopping cart, I take it over to Hazard Center Trolley Station and drop it off at a shopping cart corral. I use one cart every day and replace it back at the Hazard Center Trolley Station. I take it back with me to this location. Okay, that's not far away where I drop it off at. I use it in the morning, go back to Hazard Center, drop it off. Okay? But they're looking for any way to harass me because the association's already been formed in my mind that they're involved in this organized stalking. When they pulled me over and talked to me about not being able to use a shopping cart that is against the law, he literally gaslighted me, which means he engaged in a sensitization tactic before my eyes. Yes, as he was telling me that it's illegal to use one. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm in San Diego, California. I am literally a target of organized stalking, and the San Diego police are directly involved in this crime. And make no mistake, they will use multi-jurisdictional connections, whether it's based on a lie or if they're just connected with another syndicated member who's syndicated in different law enforcement departments like California Highway Patrol, Sheriff's Department. It's organized crime within the system. Okay, and what they do is do everything and anything, okay, to bring incidences about towards me along my routes and harassment. And it's all about stress and duress. Okay, I gotta go. I'm in San Diego, California, and I'm taping right now this particular video file, the verbal statements. I'm going to shut off this video camera right now, and we're going to see if they freeze it from, and as a result, make it inoperable in reference to the video camera. I'm making this video file right now. June 11th, 2012. My name is Leslie Williams, and the statements in this particular video file stand for the next at least 30 days from today's date, June 11th, 2012. Okay, I'm going to turn it off now.